into SKIMS, the shapewear and clothing brand founded by Kim Kardashian that has absolutely taken over social media and the fashion industry. You've probably seen the ads everywhere, celebrities wearing it, influencers promoting it. But the big question everyone wants answered is SKIMS actually legit, or is this just another celebrity cash grab scam? We're going to find out exactly what this brand offers, test their claims, look at real customer reviews, and give you the honest truth about whether SKIMS is worth your money or if you should run the other way. Let's start with what SKIMS actually is. SKIMS launched in 2019 as a shapewear solution brand created by Kim Kardashian and entrepreneur Jens Greed. The brand initially focused on providing inclusive shapewear in a wide range of nude tones to match different skin colors, which was actually a pretty revolutionary concept at the time. Since then, SKIMS has expanded massively into loungewear, underwear, sleepwear, swimwear, and even clothing basics. The brand positions itself as a premium solution for women who want seamless, comfortable, and effective body shaping garments. But premium usually means expensive, so we need to figure out if the quality justifies those price tags, or if this is just celebrity marketing, inflating the value of average products. Now let's talk about what SKIMS offers on their website. When you first land on skims.com, you're immediately hit with a very sleek, minimalist design. The website is predominantly white and neutral tones, very clean, very modern, and honestly quite appealing visually. The navigation is straightforward with main categories clearly displayed at the top. You've got shapewear, which is where the brand started and still their core offering. Then there's underwear, loungewear, sleep, swim, clothing, and a section for men because yes, they've expanded into menswear too. There's also a new arrival section that showcases their latest drops, and they do seasonal collections and collaborations pretty regularly. The homepage typically features their current campaigns with high-quality photography. You'll often see various models of different body types, which is part of their inclusive marketing approach. They showcase products on different skin tones and body shapes, which honestly does help you visualize how items might look on you. There are usually prominent calls to action directing you to shop specific categories or highlighting bestsellers. The site also has a consistent emphasis on their size range, advertising that they carry sizes from extra small all the way up to 4X, which is genuinely more inclusive than many competitor brands. Let's explore some of the important pages on the SKIMS website, because understanding how a company presents information tells you a lot about their legitimacy. First, the About page. This gives you the brand story, talking about Kim Kardashian's vision for creating solutions-oriented shapewear and how the brand has evolved. They emphasize their commitment to inclusivity, comfort, and quality. Whether you believe the story or think it's just marketing speak is up to you, but at least the information is there and professionally presented. They also highlight their incredibly fast growth and the fact that they've achieved billion-dollar valuations, which does indicate this is a serious business operation, not some fly-by-night scam website. The size guide page is extremely detailed, which is actually a really good sign. For every single product category, they provide comprehensive sizing charts with measurements in both inches and centimeters. They give you instructions on how to measure yourself properly for the best fit. They even provide fit tips specific to each product type. For example, their shapewear sizing guidance is different from their loungewear sizing because the intended fit is different. This level of detail suggests they actually care about customers getting the right size, which reduces returns and increases satisfaction. A scam website wouldn't bother with this level of helpful detail. The FAQ section is also quite thorough. They answer common questions about ordering, shipping, returns, sizing, product care, and more. The answers are detailed and helpful rather than vague. They're transparent about their policies, which is what you want to see. Speaking of policies, let's talk about their shipping and returns page, because this is crucial for determining legitimacy. SKIMS offers standard shipping within the United States, and they're very clear about processing times and shipping costs. They offer free standard shipping on orders over a certain amount, which varies, but is typically around $50 to $75. They also offer expedited shipping options for faster delivery. Their return policy is actually pretty reasonable for a clothing company. They accept returns within 30 days of delivery for unworn, unwashed items, with tags still attached. That's pretty standard industry practice. They process refunds back to the original payment method within about 10 business days after receiving the return. They also allow exchanges if you need a different size or color. However, and this is important, final sale items cannot be returned, and underwear items are also typically final sale for hygiene reasons, which is completely normal and expected. The fact that they clearly state all of these terms and conditions, rather than hiding them, suggests legitimate business practices. Now let's dive into the actual product pages, because this is where you're going to spend most of your time if you're shopping. Let's take one of their best-selling items as an example, the Fits Everybody collection. When you click on a product, you get multiple high-quality images showing the item from different angles and on different body types. You can zoom in to see fabric texture and construction details. There's a detailed product description explaining what the item is, what it's made from, what makes it special, and how it's supposed to fit. They list the fabric composition, which for the Fits Everybody line is typically a nylon and spandex blend designed for stretch and recovery. They provide care instructions, telling you how to wash and dry the items to maintain quality. Each product page includes a size and fit section reiterating the sizing information and providing specific guidance for that item. Many products have customer reviews right on the product page, which we'll dig into more later, but it's good that they display them prominently rather than hiding negative feedback. You can filter reviews by star rating, size ordered, height, and other factors to find reviews from people with similar body types to yours. The product pages also show you what other items are frequently bought together, which is helpful for building complete outfits. The add to cart functionality is smooth and straightforward. Once you add items, there's a cart summary that clearly shows your items, quantities, sizes, colors, individual prices, and the total including tax and shipping estimates. The checkout process itself is streamlined and secure, using industry-standard encryption and offering multiple payment options, including credit cards, PayPal, ShopPay, and other services. One thing that stands out about SKIMS product pages is the sheer variety of nude shade options they offer. For many of their core products, especially shapewear and underwear, they have 9 different nude shades designed to match various skin tones. This was actually one of Kim Kardashian's main selling points when launching the brand, that she was frustrated with shapewear companies that only offered a few generic nude shades that didn't work for women of color. Whether you think this is genuine commitment to inclusivity or just smart marketing to capture a wider customer base, it does objectively make the products more useful to more people. Let's talk about pricing because this is a major concern for most people. SKIMS is not cheap. A basic pair of Fits Everybody underwear will run you around $18 to $24. A Fits Everybody t-shirt bra is around $52. Shapewear pieces like bodysuits, shorts, or sculpting garments typically range from $60 to $98. Loungewear sets can be anywhere from $80 to $120. These are definitely premium prices. You can find similar shapewear items from other brands for significantly less money. So the question becomes, is the quality and performance worth the premium? Or are you just paying for the celebrity name and hype? Now let's get into website review specifics. The overall user experience on SKIMS.com is genuinely quite good. The site loads quickly, navigation is intuitive, the search function works well, and filtering options help you narrow down products by size, color, category, and price. The mobile version of the site is well optimized, which is important since many people shop on their phones. The site uses high-quality images and videos to showcase products, and the overall aesthetic is consistent and professional. From a pure web design and functionality standpoint, this is a legitimate, well-built e-commerce site, not some sketchy operation. One feature worth mentioning is their waitlist system. Popular items and sizes sell out frequently, which could be seen as artificial scarcity marketing or could genuinely reflect high demand. When something is out of stock, you can join a waitlist and get notified when it's back in stock. They also do product drops and limited edition releases, which creates urgency and hype. Whether you find this exciting or manipulative probably depends on your perspective, but it's definitely an intentional business strategy. The website also has a blog section called The Read where they post content about body positivity, sizing guides, styling tips, and behind-the-scenes looks at the brand. This type of content marketing is pretty standard for fashion brands trying to build community and engagement. It doesn't necessarily tell us much about product quality, but it does indicate they're investing in the brand beyond just selling products, which suggests long-term business thinking rather than a quick scam operation. Customer service is accessible through multiple channels. They have a contact form, email support, and a customer service phone number. They also have a live chat feature on the website during business hours. The fact that they provide multiple ways to reach them and have actual customer service representatives available suggests they're prepared to handle customer issues, which is what you want from a legitimate company. Scam websites typically have minimal or no customer service. Now here's where things get really interesting. Let's talk about real customer reviews, because this is where the rubber meets the road. We're going to look at what actual customers are saying on independent platforms, not just the curated reviews on the SKIMS website itself. Let's start with Trustpilot, which is one of the most widely used review platforms. On Trustpilot, SKIMS has thousands of reviews. At the time of current research, they maintain a rating of around 3.7 to 4 stars out of 5, which is actually pretty decent for a fashion brand. Fashion and apparel companies often have lower ratings because fit and satisfaction are so subjective. Looking through the positive reviews, common themes emerge. Many customers praise the quality of the fabric, saying it feels premium, soft, and well-constructed. People love the Fits Everybody line in particular, saying the fabric is incredibly stretchy and comfortable while still providing smoothing. Multiple reviewers mention that the shapewear actually works, providing compression and smoothing without being uncomfortable or creating bulges. Customers frequently comment on the inclusive sizing and shade range, saying they finally found nude shades that actually match their skin tone. The loungewear gets consistent praise for being soft, comfortable, and well-fitting. Many reviewers say items have held up well through multiple washes without losing shape or quality. People also appreciate the packaging, which is minimalist and premium feeling. Positive reviewers often mention that while the prices are high, they feel the quality justifies the cost and the items last longer than cheaper alternatives. However, there are definitely negative reviews too, and it's important to look at those. Common complaints include inconsistent sizing across different product lines. Some customers say they're one size in the Fits Everybody line, but need a different size in the shapewear or loungewear. This is frustrating because it makes ordering difficult and increases the likelihood of returns. Some reviewers complain that certain items don't provide as much shaping or compression as advertised, especially for larger body types. There are complaints about items being too sheer or not substantial enough, particularly some of the clothing pieces. Customer service issues come up in negative reviews. Some customers report difficulty getting responses to inquiries, long wait times for refunds after returns, or issues with exchanges. Shipping delays are mentioned, though many of these complaints seem to be from peak periods like holidays or major product launches, when demand is especially high. Some customers feel the prices are simply too high for what you get, saying you can find equivalent quality for less money elsewhere. And there are occasional complaints about items wearing out faster than expected given the premium price point. One interesting pattern in the negative reviews is that many of them still acknowledge the product quality is good, but take issue with sizing problems, customer service experiences, or value for money. This is different from reviews of actual scam companies, where people say they never received items, received completely different products, or couldn't get any response from the company. The SKIMS negative reviews are more about unmet expectations than fraudulent behavior, which is an important distinction. Now let's head over to Reddit, because you know people on Reddit don't hold back. Searching for SKIMS discussions on various subreddits gives you some really unfiltered opinions. On subreddits focused on fashion, shapewear, or reviews, SKIMS comes up frequently. The general consensus seems to be that the products are good quality, but overpriced for what they are. Many Reddit users recommend waiting for sales, which SKIMS does run periodically, to get better value. The Fits Everybody collection gets a lot of love on Reddit. Multiple users say these are the most comfortable underwear and bras they've ever worn, and that the fabric really does fit a range of sizes comfortably. However, Redditors are quick to point out that similar fabrics and styles can be found from other brands at lower prices, naming specific alternatives. The Shapewear gets more mixed reviews on Reddit. Some users swear by it, saying it's effective and comfortable. Others say it doesn't work as well for their body type, or that comparable shapewear from brands like Spanx or Honeylove performs just as well for less money. There are Reddit threads dedicated to SKIMS dupes, where users share less expensive alternatives that they feel are similar in quality. This suggests that while people like SKIMS products, they're actively seeking cheaper options, which tells you something about the perceived value. Interestingly, multiple Reddit users mentioned that they received SKIMS items as gifts and loved them, but wouldn't necessarily purchase them for themselves at full price, which is a common sentiment about premium-priced products. Reddit discussions also reveal that some people feel the brand relies too heavily on celebrity marketing and hype rather than truly revolutionary products. Users point out that shapewear and seamless clothing have existed long before SKIMS, and while the brand is good execution and marketing, they didn't necessarily invent anything new. This is a fair point. At the same time, other Reddit users defend the brand, saying that bringing better size inclusivity and shade ranges to the market, along with quality execution, is valuable even if the product concepts aren't entirely new. One consistent theme across Reddit discussions is that people appreciate SKIMS' marketing and representation of diverse body types in their campaigns. Even people who don't buy the products or think they're too expensive often acknowledge that the brand has done a good job with inclusive marketing. Some cynics argue this is just performative to drive sales, while others feel it's genuinely positive regardless of the motive. The truth is probably somewhere in between. Looking at other review platforms and forums, the picture remains fairly consistent. On Amazon, where some SKIMS products were previously available through third-party sellers, reviews were mixed with similar praise for quality and comfort, but complaints about price and sizing inconsistency. On YouTube, review videos range from glowing recommendations to critical assessments saying the products are overhyped. Fashion bloggers and influencers often receive free products from SKIMS, which potentially biases some of those reviews. So it's important to seek out reviewers who purchased items with their own money. One interesting data point is that SKIMS has extremely high customer retention, according to business reports. Many customers who try the brand do come back and make repeat purchases, which suggests that despite complaints about price, enough people are satisfied with the quality to keep buying. This is a strong indicator of legitimacy. Scam companies don't get repeat customers because people realize they've been duped. If SKIMS was truly a scam or selling garbage products, you wouldn't see significant repeat purchase rates. The brand has also secured major retail partnerships, being sold in high-end department stores like Nordstrom and internationally in various markets. Legitimate retailers do vetting before carrying brands, so the fact that established stores stock SKIMS suggests the company meets quality and business standards. Scam operations don't get distribution deals with Nordstrom. Let's also consider the broader business context. SKIMS has received significant investment from major venture capital firms and has been valued at over $4 billion. The company has proper corporate structure, leadership teams, and operates like a serious business. They have a headquarters, employees, and all the infrastructure of a real company. They pay for advertising, sponsor athletes and events, and have long-term brand-building strategies. This is not the profile of a scam operation that's here today and gone tomorrow. So what's the final verdict? Is SKIMS a scam or is it legit? Based on all the evidence we've examined, the website functionality, the product offerings, the business structure, the customer reviews across multiple platforms, and the overall market presence, SKIMS is absolutely a legitimate business. This is not a scam. They are a real company selling real products that are generally well-made and do what they claim to do. You will receive your order if you purchase from their official website. They have proper return policies and customer service. The products are genuine and the quality is generally good to very good depending on the specific item. However, and this is important, legitimate doesn't necessarily mean it's the best value for your money. SKIMS definitely charges premium prices, and whether those prices are justified depends on your personal priorities and budget. If you value the specific aesthetic, the size and shade inclusivity, the celebrity brand factor, and you have the budget for it, then SKIMS products are a legitimate purchase that many customers are very happy with. The quality is real, the products generally perform as advertised, and you're getting what you pay for in terms of a premium product. On the other hand, if your primary concern is value for money, there are absolutely comparable shapewear and clothing options available from other brands at lower price points. The technology and materials SKIMS uses are not unique to their brand. You can find similar fabrics, construction quality, and performance from competitors. Whether SKIMS is worth it for you comes down to how much you value brand prestige, specific design elements, and the particular fit and feel of their products versus alternatives. One thing to watch out for is counterfeit SKIMS products. Because the brand is so popular and expensive, there are fake SKIMS items being sold on unauthorized websites and marketplaces. These counterfeits are the actual scam. If you see SKIMS products being sold at heavily discounted prices on sketchy websites or through social media ads, those are likely fakes. Only purchase SKIMS from their official website at skims.com or from authorized retailers like Nordstrom. If the price seems too good to be true, it probably is a counterfeit scam. For those considering purchasing from SKIMS, here are some recommendations. First, really study the size guides and read reviews from customers with similar body types to yours. Sizing can be tricky, and getting the wrong size will obviously impact your satisfaction. Second, consider starting with 1 or 2 items to test the brand before making a large order, especially if you're concerned about the investment. Third, sign up for their email list because they do run sales and promotions periodically, which can make the prices more palatable. Fourth, take advantage of the 30-day return policy if something doesn't work for you. But make sure you keep tags on and don't wear items until you're sure you're keeping them. In terms of specific product recommendations based on customer feedback, the Fits Everybody line seems to be the most universally praised. If you're going to try anything from SKIMS, that collection appears to deliver the most consistent satisfaction. The shapewear gets more mixed reviews, with effectiveness varying based on body type and what specific results you're looking for. The loungewear is well-liked, but also faces the most competition from other brands offering similar products at lower prices. It's also worth noting that like many fashion brands, SKIMS product quality and customer service seems to have some inconsistency. Some customers have flawless experiences, while others encounter problems. This is unfortunately common in the apparel industry and doesn't necessarily indicate a scam, just the challenges of operating at scale. However, it does mean your individual experience might vary. The bottom line is this: SKIMS is a legitimate company selling legitimate products. It is not a scam in any traditional sense of that word. You will get what you order. The products are generally well-made, and the company has proper business practices. Whether SKIMS is worth the premium prices is a subjective determination based on your budget, your priorities, and how much value you place on the specific benefits SKIMS offers versus alternatives. Many customers feel the products are worth it and become repeat buyers. Others try SKIMS and decide they prefer more affordable options. If you're drawn to the brand, give it a try, but be smart about it. Start small, use the size guides, take advantage of return policies, and set realistic expectations. SKIMS makes good products, but they're not miracle workers, and the premium pricing may or may not feel justified to you personally. The key is being an informed consumer, which hopefully this review has helped you become. So there you have it, a complete deep dive into SKIMS covering everything from what the brand offers, to website analysis, to real customer reviews on multiple platforms, to our final verdict. SKIMS is legit, not a scam, but whether it's the right purchase for you depends on your individual circumstances and priorities. If you found this review helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you want more honest, in-depth reviews of popular brands and products. Drop a comment below if you have experience with SKIMS, or if there are other brands you'd like us to review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.